This is the Astros Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Houston Astros, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Oh, just another casual night for the Houston Astros, who have just casually, secured another casual series win, and they've done this one against the Los Angeles Dodgers, which is very casual for the Astros to go out there and win. Forget that. What a great series win locked in for the Astros tonight as they take down the Dodgers 6-4 a night after they beat them 18-1. This team is absolutely rolling. Keep defying the odds with all the injuries that they've had this season. They pick up another win, 54-35 on the season. They're now 19 games over 500. I mean, what an incredible run this has been. They continue their hot hitting. They continue their hot pitching in the bullpen tonight. Framber wasn't so great. We'll get to it all here on the Locked On Astros Postcast. Thank you for joining us live. If you're watching live after the game, of course, we're live after every single game, almost every single game. Occasionally we have a game where we cannot do it, but for the most part, we do not miss the game. We're right here with you. I am your host, Michael Connor. Thank you again for joining us. Tonight's episode is brought to you, by Gametime. Download that Gametime app today or create an account and use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. So how are we feeling tonight, people? I'm feeling pretty good. I'm guessing that y'all are feeling pretty good as well. And what are we going to be talking about from this one?
This is what you'll be talking about.
I hate to be Captain Generic on it, but I think overall, we're just talking about the fact that the Astros have gone out there and they're playing another really good baseball team, the Dodgers. And they've done exactly what they've done all season long against teams with winning records. The Astros are now 27-19 or 27-19 on the season against teams with a record of 500 and better. There is no team in the American League, that has a record that's better than the Astros against winning teams. And there are no teams in the National League that have a record as good as the Astros against winning teams. It's impressive. The confidence level is so real with this baseball team. You see it when they go out there. Again, for a team that is so banged up. I feel like I say this every single night, but if I told you back in spring training, there'd be a night in the middle of the season. The Astros are in Los Angeles playing the Dodgers. First place Dodgers in the NL West. They're going to start a lineup that has Ishaq Paredes leading off, Cam Smith in right field, Altuve at second, Christian Walker at first, Caratini is your DH, Yainer is your catcher, Cooper Hummel's in left field, Mauricio Dubon's in center, and Zach Short is playing shortstop. You would tell me that, the Astros probably stink and something has gone very terribly wrong. Turns out, though, the Astros don't stink. And it turns out the Astros found their way to another win tonight, 6-4. They get timely pitching. They get timely hitting. Ohtani comes out of the game tonight. They get the one big inning after that. And, of course, they play a little bit of add-on. They get a run in the fourth. They get another run in the eighth thanks to the really good at-bat by Caratini there in the eighth inning. Christian Walker had a rough at-bat with Altuve on third. With nobody out after Altuve tripled there. Excuse me. But that was a really good at-bat. I just want to say really good bat by Caratini to drive it in. And that's the story of it, is that there's always somebody somewhere in this lineup that is doing something to help this baseball team on a consistent basis find a way to get the victories, to be this good, and to be one of the best teams in the sport. And there is no other way around it. That is what they are. It's one of the best teams in this sport, and they keep playing like that. In a year where most people thought that they would not be there. I mean, you go back to all the projection systems before the year, and most of the projection systems thought that the Rangers were going to win the division this year. Well, guess what's not happening? I will take a shot at it and tell you this right now and feel pretty confident about it. The Texas Rangers are not winning the division this year like so many of the projection systems said they would. Heck, they're going to be lucky to finish in third place. The Angels are just about as good as them. Astros lead in the division, by the way. It's 7.5 games as we are doing this with Seattle over Seattle. And that's been the other thing of this that's just been so downright impressive is that they've built this lead after, those teams or Seattle had gotten out to a nice lead. Seattle, by the way, as we're doing this show, just getting underway against the Pittsburgh Pirates. So in all likelihood, the Mariners will win tonight, but we'll keep an eye on it. Hopefully the Pirates can pull off a miracle for the Houston Astros. That'd be fantastic and give them an 8-game lead in the division. Just a great day. They did everything that they needed to do to get the victory. They played good defense at times. They pitched well enough after Framber to protect the lead, and there you go. Bing, bang, boom. The bullpen, like I mentioned, Bennett Sousa tonight, another scoreless outing for him. This guy is I think he might be the most under-the-radar reliever in the bullpen. The bullpen that's full of lefties. Abreu comes in and, walks, gives up a walk, hits a batter, puts a couple guys on, gets a couple of outs. And then once again, you ask Josh Hader to come in and get multiple innings worth or more than 3 outs in a save. And what does he do? He does that. Josh Hader is having, I need to go back and pull up some of the seasons that Billy Wagner had. This is the way that it's trending. This is going to be one of the greatest seasons a reliever has ever had in Astros history, the way that he is pitching this year. Wagner's best season in terms of saves with the Astros came his last year in Houston. He had 44 and he had a 1.78 ERA, 105 strikeouts and 86 innings that year. Josh Hader, I'm pulling up his numbers here quickly. Like I mentioned, 25 of 25 on the save opportunities. It does not show me Wagner. That's the one thing I have against Baseball Reference. I love Baseball Reference. It's my favorite website in the world. They don't put up the save opportunities next to it. So I don't know exactly. I have to go back and do a deeper look. I'm not going to do that in the middle of us talking here to see what Wagner was. But a 178, Hayes 80 through 38 games, 25 saves, 40 innings pitched, 61 strikeouts. Look, if you just basically double what he's done this season and go off that, he's going, and if he keeps this trend, let's just say somehow miraculously he doesn't blow any saves this year, he would have the greatest season an Astros relief pitcher, an Astros closer has ever had. And that's no disrespect to the great Hall of Famer that is Billy Wagner. Just unbelievable. So the formula is pretty clear for this team. You get enough of a lead, you hand it to the bullpen, they do their job. And that's what keeps happening on a nightly basis. And you have the guys at the back end that are as elite as it gets. And you kind of see it on the other side. There's, that team's got their struggles in that department, and the Astros, they're rich when it comes to pitching and getting through it. Just keep doing that, and there you go. Feels nice too, doesn't it? 2 nights in a row, beating the Dodgers. Cannot complain about it at all. The win tonight for the Astros does go to Framber. That's the one thing with Framber. Look, was it his best night? No. Was it his worst night? No. It just wasn't great. But he gets through 6 innings and gets deep and limits it to the 4. 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. Did give up the 2 home runs. Across 7 hits. Framber now 10-4 with a 2.90 ERA on the season. It's kind of like anything else. You give a guy like that an opportunity to go out there against a team that's really good, and he's going to do his thing. And he did that once again tonight for the Astros. And oh my goodness, for those of you that have been around on the show, we have a very special guest, the rally dog of the show. The Astros Postcast has decided to come in the room. Coco is in the building. She's making an appearance on the show tonight. She was excited about the Dodgers' victory tonight. Look at her. She just wants to be on the microphone. If you're not watching this and you're listening to it, sorry, you need to go to the Locked On Astros YouTube page. If you were with us last season at all for these shows, which we were on the Locked On Sports Houston page, we had a rally dog, and her name is Coco. Coco hasn't made a lot of appearances this season. Tonight, she's decided she wants in her chair now, that she wanted to just come make a quick appearance on the show. Make sure that people know that she's excited about the Astros taking down the Dodgers tonight, because who isn't? We're always excited about that. Why not go for the sweep tomorrow? Let's take a look at that. What's it going to take? Can they pull it off? We'll do that here in just a brief second on the Locked On Astros Postcast after another victory. Right now, though, I want to tell you about Supply House. Get the supplies you need from the site made for the skilled trades. Supply House. Whether you're in plumbing, HVAC, or electrical work, Supply House is the reliable way to order products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to help you get the job done right. Plus, with a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from 400-plus top brands, you'll find exactly what you need delivered fast from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Supply House offers expert support and industry-leading service, so you'll always talk to a real person. And for the trade pros looking for an extra edge, their free Trade Master program offers exclusive perks like a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Thousands of skilled professionals are already taking advantage. Now it's your turn. Join the Trade Master program today at supplyhouse.com/TM and start ordering plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies with just a few clicks. Plus, use promo code SH5 for 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. One more message before we get back to our Astros discussion after they take game 2 of this 3-game set against the Dodgers. Have you ever decided at the last minute to head to a ball game with friends or family? Maybe it's game day and you suddenly realize you want to be in the stands. That's exactly where Gametime comes in. It's the easiest way to grab last-minute tickets without the stress. With the money you save on tickets, you can splurge on food, drinks, merch, or even invite a bigger group to come with you. Gametime makes it possible. Gametime makes buying tickets fast and simple. Prices on the app actually drop the closer you get to first pitch, and they've got incredible last-minute deals, clear seat views, and a lowest price guarantee that takes the worry out of buying. Gametime has last-minute tickets and zone deals for big savings like 10% off exclusive zone deals for FIFA World Cup club matchups. That's pretty awesome. They also have the seat view right in the app before you buy, so you know exactly where you'll be. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off. Download the Gametime app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. Don't you just love it when you get to come and watch this show live as soon as the game ends and the Astros had a victory, or listen to it later on when the Astros have had a victory? And don't you love it when they do it against really good teams? And don't you also love it when they do it against the Los Angeles Dodgers? Yes, you love all of those things. I love all of those things. America loves all of those things because the Astros are America's team after all. I mean, who else gets the kind of love that they get when they come into a ballpark that's not theirs in Houston, Texas? Oh, it feels nice. It feels so nice that this team is rolling the way that they are. Win number 54 of the season. If they can pull off the sweep tomorrow, they will be 20 games over 500. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible what they've pulled off. Tomorrow, the Astros are going to do this. It's a 3:10 first pitch, by the way, so we'll be live, somewhere between 6 and 7. They've got a couple of series left. They're going to come home after this for 3 against Cleveland and 3 against the Rangers before the All-Star break comes up. Just get a few days off for that. Hopefully, plenty of rest. Hopefully it doesn't screw up too much of what's been going on, because this team is absolutely just crushing lately. I've said it before, and I didn't think that they would get rolling to this extent, because this extent of how they're rolling, guys, we cannot bark right now while I'm doing a show. That's just fantastic. Sorry, my lovely dogs decided that they needed to bark right in the middle of doing a show here tonight. This is the brilliance of doing the live show. Sometimes they bark. But because they love to come in here and they're excited too. Who's not excited about the Astros getting the victory tonight? They got the victory, and that's exactly what happened. I lost my train of thought a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you here. I didn't think this team was going to roll to this extent. They're rolling, and I'm as impressed as anybody else. I mean, it has been, like I mentioned to start the show, they've kind of defied some odds with all the injuries that they've had and everything else that's been going on to be this great, this consistently, and to really beat down teams. I think that's the other thing. Is you go watch how they've been playing some of these, these better teams. And yeah, they've played a lot of one-run baseball games this season, and they've won a ton of them because they have elite pitching. But some of these times when they play some of these better teams, I mean, they've been smacking them around a little bit. They did it to the Cubs. They've done it here to the Dodgers. Wouldn't say tonight's a smacking them down, but I mean, maybe it's a smacking them down mentally from the standpoint. Look, the Dodgers got out to a nice little lead there, or not a nice little. They got 2-0 lead. The Astros weren't doing anything early in the baseball game, and then boom, here you go. Here's 4 runs for you, and you give the Astros bullpen a lead, they're going to typically find a way. And that's exactly what happened tonight. Who wins the Player of the Game award tonight?
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
I think it's a tough one to actually pick tonight because, offensively, 6 runs. Nobody had like this insane night. There's contributions all over the lineup. Walker drove in a run. Caratini had a nice sac fly. Yiner hits one over the fence. Zach Short drives in a couple. Framber wasn't good enough to be it. You know who I'm giving it to tonight? I'm giving it to the man that I talked about earlier, who's having one of the, without a doubt, greatest seasons an Astro reliever has ever had. Long way to go still. But to this point, Josh Hader has been unstinking believable. Just so good. And tonight, they asked him to come in the 8th, 2 men on, 2 out. Brian Abreu got in a little bit of a mess, got out of it quickly, came back out in the 9th inning, which is always something that, I hate when relievers have to go and sit down and get cold and then warm back up and do it again. I'm just never a fan of it. But this is a guy that's got a lot of experience of doing it early in his career before he told the Brewers that I'm not going to do it anymore because they wouldn't pay him. Look what happens. You pay Josh Hader the money that he wanted, and he'll pitch multiple innings for you. He's been doing it for 2 years now for the Astros. But he comes back out. Ohtani obviously smacks one out there to right after a good little battle. And then it's bang, bang, bang. Down they go, right through the middle of the order. Betts, Will Smith, and then Freddie Freeman. And made quick work of it. Made it look easy. He makes it look easy just about every time that he goes out there. And, I have about all the confidence in the world right now in that guy going out there and consistently doing exactly that every time that he goes out. He's given up, I think, 6 home runs in the season. None of them have cost the Astros. You always love that number to be a little bit lower. But he throws a pitch that, likes to play up in the zone a little bit with that sinker, and sometimes that's a dangerous game as a lefty against right-handed hitters. So it'll get popped over the fence occasionally. But he was fantastic again tonight. So he gets our player of the game. Again, like I mentioned, 3:10, the first pitch tomorrow. As soon as the game is live, come back to this channel. This show right here will be live. We're here after every game. Where are you people all the time? You should be here every night. I'm telling you right now. It's the place to be. It's a party as soon as they win. You guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Be safe, of course. We'll talk again tomorrow after Game 3 in a sweep of the Dodgers in the Locked On Astros Postcast.